Hello my dear student, welcome to Arunavasir bio class. So today's special class for ICSE Class 9. Last day we discussed about the pollination and fertilization, right? So in the first day we discussed about the general structure of the flower and the difference between the self-pollination and fertilization. So at first, welcome all of the students, Shayon, Cinderella, Shatanik, Oniket, Shourashish, Shouresh, Shouradip and Sharasdeep, Anubhav, Shohom, Shudipto, Dishari, Shomojit and Wendrila, Ankon, Devarun and Shomoditto, Shutanu, Srijita, Devulina, Nirupama, Ishan, Krishnashish, Arushi and Shouresh, Roshmi, Promit, Debraj, Saptakshi, Shomojit, Kaushani. All of the students are a special warm welcome to our special class, that is the pollination and fertilization. Today is our day 2 class. In the day 2, in that particular chapter we have the syllabus. We already tell the syllabus, that is the day 2 we discuss about the agents of the pollination. Agents of the pollination, that means the different agents are required to pollination, mainly the cross-pollination. But what is the different agent and what different characteristic features? Today in that particular class we discuss in that all the topics. So now and after the class is completed, because we have only one topic today in the today's session. So after the topic is completed, we have a quiz. So please carefully learn all of this topic I tell you, and after the quiz is happening. So now I start. But at first, just we try to recall that is what is the pollination and what is like the fertilization is there. All of these things we discuss one by one. So in the last day we discussed about the pollination, self-pollination and the cross-pollination. And in the cross-pollination, the transfer of pollen grains transfer from one plant to the another plant. That time required the different agent like the wind, like the water. But you know the flowers are so attractive. Why the flowers are so attractive in nature? Because they try to attract the insect. Because insects are the most important pollinating agent. Different types of the agent is there, like anemophily, air, water. At first, you know the pollen grains is the male gametes. They have the outer external structure that is called the exine, and internal word membrane is called the intine. And internally, they have the two nucleus. One is a generative nucleus, another is a vegetative nucleus. In the pollination process, the pollen grains are transferred from anther to stigma. When they reach into the stigma, that time pollen tube are generated, right? So for the cross-pollination, they require the different agent. Now we discuss this type of different agent is there. Now the self-pollination and cross-pollination. Now at first we tell about the cross-pollination, right? So in the cross-pollination process, what we have learned about our last day class, what is a cross-pollination? In the cross-pollination process, what is happening? That time the cross-pollination, that means the transfer of pollen grains from anther to stigma of the different plants. So they have required to any agent which is responsible to transfer the pollen grains. So if we are divided this type of agent, that time some agents are the biotic agent and some agents are the abiotic agent. Biotic and abiotic agent, that means abiotic some agent like the wind that help to the pollination. That time it is called the anemophily. What is the anemophily? And the water help to pollination. That time it is called the hydrophily. Sometimes the insect like bees, butterfly help in the pollination. That time it is called the entomophily. Entomophily. Especially the bats, they also help in the pollination. So this type of agents are called the Chiropterophily. Chiropterophily. And the snails, they also help in the pollination. That time they are called the Malacophily or Malacophily. And birds, like the hummingbirds, this type of birds can help in the pollination. That time they are called the Ornithophily. So this is the different agent which is most important to ensure the cross-pollination. You bear in mind this name. This name is most important in your science qualified exam and any type of entrance. Also in your board exam in the class 9 syllabus. So wind pollination, anemophily, water pollination, hydrophily, entomophily, that means the bite of insect, chiropterophily, that means it is the help of the birds, and malacophily by snails, by birds, that time it is called ornithophily. So this is the different agent which is help the pollination. Now the anemophily. Anemophily, that means in here the ear is the responsible agent which help the pollination. So number one, the cross-pollination which is happening by the agent of the wind. So it is called the anemophily. And now the some plants like the coconut, date palm, and like maize, like rice, like wheat, all of these plants are follow the anemophily process. But you know the which type of plants follow the anemophily type of pollination, they have some special characteristic features. Like the flower are colorless, odorless, and nectarless, and pollen grains are very lightweight because they move by the air currents. So they are light in weight, very small and winged in nature, dusty and dry, smooth and non-sticky and unweightable stigma, and the still unweightable. On the other hand, stigma, they are hairy, feathery and branch to catch the wind-borne pollen grains. Because the pollen grains are transferred by the wind, after that the stigma, if it is branch, it is sticky, that time the pollen grains are attached together, attached on the stigma. So stigma have also some features, and also the pollen grains and the flower have some special features you bear in mind. So pollen grains are produced in very large number because lots of pollen grains are wastage in that particular process. Now we have discussed the hydrophily. Hydro means the water. So in that time the pollination are happening by the water. Very good. So transfer of pollen grain by the agents of the water. Some example like the hydra, like the zoster, like the valsenia is some example which is follow the hydrophily process or their pollination happening by the water. Bear in mind three examples: hydra, zoster and valsenia. In that point, flower have also some special features. Flower are small and conspicuous, nectar and odor are absent generally, but pollen grains, they are very light and unweightable. This is the most important features, unweightable, due to the presence of the mucilage. Cover the pollen grains. So this is the important question. mucilage are covered the pollen grains, so they are unwettable in nature. And this is the characteristic features of the hydrophyly. In the stigma, that time it is long in nature and they sticky but unwettable also. This is the characteristic features of the hydrophyly. So animophyly, hydrophyly clear. Now discuss about the ornithophyly. Ornithophyly means here this time the pollinating agent are the birds. That time it is called the ornithophyly. But that time they flower have some special features when they follow the ornithophyly. But some example like family Branchiaceae or the aloe plant, they perform this type of pollinating agent for their cross pollination. But in here the flower must be bright color, maybe it is red, maybe it is orange, maybe it is yellow or blue, and the flower parts are commonly leathery or secrete abundantly watery nectar. So they produce the much more amount of nectar. For that reason the birds are attracted towards the flower. Hummingbird is the most common example which is help the pollination of the aloe plants. So scent is often the absent. So this is the characteristic features. But most important type, that is the entomophyly. Entomophyly, that time the agent are the insect. This is the most common type because in that particular process maximum plant are follow the entomophyly process. So insect, they indirectly help the pollination. Because why insect are attract the flower? Because the flower is colored, they have the nectar. But you know the entomophyly, the bees or butterflies, the most important insect which is the participant in the entomophyly process. So in here the agent may be moths, butterfly, wasps and bees. In here the flower and the plants may be some characteristic features like they are showy or bright color. More insect pollinated flower have a landing platform. That means where the insect are land, right? And the pollen grains are spiny, heavy and surrounded by a yellow oil sticky substance that is called the pollen kit. Stigma often ultimately inserted and sticky. Some flowers provide the same place for the insect fungi laying the eggs. So flower must be colorful, right? Nectar must be present and some scent also be present. So this is the most important some characteristic features of the entomophyly. Most of the plants are follow this type of process. But you know the Rafflesia, it is a very large size flower. They are also pollinating by the help of the elephant. So elephant also participate in the pollination. So all the different agent we already know, that is maybe it is bats, maybe it is birds, maybe it is wind, maybe it is water. Different type of agent are help the cross pollination. But we are human beings. Human beings also follow a very important process, that is artificial pollination. We are doing artificially pollinating the flower. Why? Why we are artificially pollinating the flower? Because from hybridization experiment, for our genetical study, we follow the artificial pollination. That time, we transfer the pollen grains from a desert stigma. And when the cross pollination are doing by the artificial way, by the involving the human beings, that time it is called the artificial pollination. But you know, in the artificial time, pollination time, the two processes are involved. It is the emasculation, that means the removal of anther, and bagging, that means it is the cover the flower. There is the two important techniques that is followed in the artificial pollination. So this is the different agent that is we discuss in our today class. Now we have the quiz. So now you are ready for the quiz. You write down in the live chat box, all of the students. Please write down. Are you ready for the quiz? So now we are start our very important and very interesting quiz. So today our special class for ICSE Class 9. You know, this chapter is most important because, and today we discuss the agent. Like you know, in this video we can observe that the insect trying to take the nectar. That time they are pollinating the flowers. They transfer the anther from one flower to another flower. In that manner, the pollination are helped by the insect, right? So this is our topic showing that day 2, our syllabus is the agents of the cross-pollination. Okay, now I start the quiz. First question. Anemophilous flowers are large and bright. You write down it is true or false. T or F. You write down question number 1. Question number 1 you write down as a T or F. That means this statement are true or false. You write down in the live chat box. All of the students, please write down very fast. Now I show the answer. False, because Anemophilous means they transfer by the wing. That time it is not in the large and the bright in nature, right? So it is a false. Second question. Hydra and Vallisneria are anemophilous plants. True or false? Write down the live chat box. Hydra and Vallisneria are anemophilous plants. Write down in the live chat box. True or false? Okay, now your time is up. I saw the answer. It is the answer false because Hydra and Vallisneria is the example of hydrophily, not the anemophilous. So the answer are false. Malacophily means the pollination by which agent? Write only the name of the agent. Malacophily. Malacophily means the pollination by which agent? Write down in the live chat box. Shauresh, Arushi, Kaushani, Devarun, Ankon. Ankon, you have done the very good homework. Thank you very much, Ankon. All of the students, please follow the Ankon. They are doing the very good homework. Rasdeep, please doing the homework. Please, all of this class is very important, right? Maybe you in class 8, but in this class 9 is so important for you because I try to follow the Science Olympiads exam and all others, any type of entrance exam, which is I try to prepare a base for all of the students. So now I show the answer. Your time is up. That is the answer of the snails. Next question. Pollination by bats are known as write down the name. Krishnashish, Saptorshi. All of the students, please write down. Pollination by bats is known as Anubhav, Srijita. Please write down. Shorashish. That is the Chirapterophily, your answer. So this is the most important some question. Now we are showing a very important matching column. You write down like 1A or 2B or 3E. Write down in that format in your live chat box. Which one is the match from column A to column B? I give you only 1 minute for solve these questions. Okay, now your time is up. Now I show you the answer. One answer, that means the D, the insect entomophily. And this chart is very important in your board exam. Please bear in mind all of these options. Question number, column number A and the option 2, birds, the ornithophily. 2B, 3 option, bats, Chiropterophily. So 3E. 4, snails, Malacophily. That means the 4F. 5 number, option wind, Arunavasir, 5C. And 6, water, A option, the hydrophily. So this is our quiz for our today's session. I think this session is very interesting for you, and we discuss the most important topic in your syllabus, and this topic is very important. So all of the students, please are doing the homework. After 2 hours, I put today's homework in the YouTube live chat box. In the description box of the YouTube. Please do download this file and complete all of the homework and also send it to me. Okay, so thank you very much all of the students. Sayon, Sindila, Shatanik, Oniket, Shurashish, Gaurav, Rastik, Anubhav, Shoham, Shudipto, Dishari, Shomojit, Andrila, Ankon, Devaru, Shomoditto, Shutanu, Silita, Devolina, Nirupama, Ishan, Krishna Shish, Arushi, Shouresh, Roshmi, Promit, Debra, Debargho, Shaptoshi, Shomojit, Koshani, all of the students, thank you very much. And next day, that means Monday, in class 7, one class is there. Please follow the planning and the presence, 7 o'clock, 7 p.m. in our live chat session. Okay, so thank you very much.